Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? I've been waiting to react to this one, okay, because it went kind of viral. 1.2 million views. I always wait a year, so it's been a year. Geopolled. Check them out. Link down below. And it's just called USA versus Europe. Obesity. So, pretty intriguing. And it was suggested by Dennis from Transylvania. I am a vampire. Got it. Thank you, Dennis, the vampire. All right, let's do it. And did I say check out his page down below, Geopolled?
Americans, known for their many inventions, their massive cultural influence over the world, their iconic landmarks, their massive military strength, and their size. No, I'm not talking about you guys' landmass or population, which, by the way, aren't even that big.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something. Wait, what are you talking about?
Now, I'm talking about the country's massive obesity problem.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Right-wing Americans who are strongly opposed to hormone therapy on their way to eat a 8-course meal containing 5 megadoses of estrogen. Oh my god. Have you seen that dude that, I forget his name, honestly. But he like went away and secretly lost 200 pounds. Anyway. That's kind of old news at this point. The moob epidemic. Oh my god, man boobs. You know what? Say what you will about Trump's health, and I mean, he doesn't look particularly healthy, but to be honest, I'm kind of amazed he kind of, like, he's pretty energetic. Like, he gets around, you know what I mean? For being an old man. And for eating McDonalds all day. Left-wing Americans that are strongly opposed to big businesses on their way to single-handedly fund a massive supermarket chain just because it looks a bit nicer than others. Whole Foods, now owned by Amazon. Trader Joe's. Left-wing Americans choosing whether to financially support a small, independent, green, struggling, local family restaurant or a multi-billion-dollar tyrannical capitalist empire. Who is this? What is this channel? Holy crap. This is the most insane video I've ever seen. Go check out his channel, Geopolled. Americans, when you even slightly suggest that their food may not be the most amazing, perfect thing ever created.
Aside from their gun laws, their use of weird metrics for no reason, and their lack of universal health care, Americans being fat is one of the main things the rest of the world makes fun of them for. And this topic is actually such a sensitive subject that in the past, American politicians have had their entire reputations ruined by fat jokes. But how bad is America's obesity epidemic really? Is it just a silly stereotype, or 73% of Americans are overweight? 42% of American adults are obese. Bro, the heaviest guy ever in the world's entire history was American. And that's right, guys, I'm gonna do the same thing that all the overly serious geography channels with 4K stock footage backgrounds and boringly normal political takes do, and compare America to Europe. Compared to America's 42% obesity rate, Europe clocks in at only 17%. And
bull crap. Is that true? Damn.
That 17.
Oh wait, he said my bad. The EU 17. Europe 24. See, I knew it. Wow, the EU is particularly skinny, huh?
50% is literally all Turkey's fault, okay? I'm not even joking. If you remove the UK and Turkey from that statistic, Europe would have like minus obesity percentage, okay? And if
oh my god.
you want to take the
You can't even say that.
America pilled side on this, you could argue that compared to European food, American food just tastes better, and therefore they eat more of it because it tastes nicer. Simple. That's kind of true in a way, but also completely not true in a way. For example, as much as I love a proper British meal, I'm not exactly going to be frantically binge eating beans on toast, you know? Also, take this
There might be some truth to that.
Neapolitan pizza, right? Most people...
I actually never thought to say that. That's actually kind of a better... That would really trigger some Europeans, I feel like. Like, yeah, we're obese because our food tastes good, unlike yours.
People would agree it's really, really tasty, but it's not something you'd really get...
Calm down. I don't actually think that, okay? I'm just saying that would be a good troll.
Get chemically addicted to and keep manically stuffing more and more of them down your throat even if you're full. It's literally just bread, cheese, tomato and basil. It's not like that good. American food on the other hand is like the
It is that good.
most addictive, more drug ever. America has the second highest salt consumption per capita in the world, second only to their best mates, China. The USA also has the highest processed
Really, China has more, I guess, because like soy sauce, probably soy sauce, the main culprit.
sugar consumption in the world, and this stuff literally makes your brain release dopamine, which is the same type of high you get off so basically American food...
Well, it's the same. I mean, dopamine's natural, huh? Like, it's the same high you get off of seeing your first-born children be born. You know what I mean?
Food is just weak-ass crap, and for that reason it's a lot tastier for your dopamine-starved crackhead brain than boring, regulated European food. I mean, just wait till the Yanks find out about the UK's sugar tax. I'll get back to that
Taxing sugar. That's a crime. That should be a crime.
in a second. I just got a quick question for you. Have you ever used public networks and felt completely unsafe and unprotected? Data breaches and malware infections could just be one click away. Do you really want to risk your important...
Dude, let me just say real quick, go check out this dude's VPN link for sure. Geopol, cyberghostvpn.com/geopol.
Whilst I know taxing sugar does seem like an extreme measure, the results don't lie, you know. The main reason why loads of European
Now, after the sugar tax, did obesity go down? Is that actually true?
countries have taxes to make sugary products more expensive is so that these unhealthy foods don't become the most affordable option for poor people. As you can
Alongside just wanting to make money, that's what I was going to say. You really think the government isn't just trying to make more money? It happens to be a very convenient, you know, win-win for them.
is so that these unhealthy foods don't
It's not a bad idea.
become the most affordable option for poor people. As you can see on this map
Yeah, unfortunately,
of America, these
I mean, he's about to explain it.
states in the deep south are the poorest in the country. These same states are also the most obese in the country. This is because
Isn't that crazy?
the cheapest food in America is also the unhealthy.
I don't know if he's right on that being true. It is true. The cheapest food is typically not good for you. Although then again, you know, bananas are really cheap. And so is, you know, a loaf of bread. Then again, American bread has like sugar in it. So there's all these, you know, there's so much nuance to it. But I don't know if that is exactly why the poorest states are also the most obese. I think it's probably more like the poorest states have nothing to do because there's not like a lot of big fun cities there and stuff to do. So you have a lot of people who are like kind of bored and just eating a lot. It's just another theory.
Healthiest, most addictive shit possible. Also, on average in America, the lower paying your
Because, I mean, no matter how bad food is for you, I feel like how bad food is for you is more so just going to affect your health. Meaning you might have a heart attack, you might get, you know, all these health problems from eating bad, not enough vitamins, this type of stuff. But it's how much food you eat that makes you fat. Like, you could eat a bunch of healthy food and still get fat.
job is, the more hours you work, meaning the poorer workers don't have time to cook proper meals, hence fast food. I mean, it's all good being a progressive West Coast hipster food influencer, telling everyone they need to start eating Greek yogurt, fresh fruit and granola every morning if they want to lose weight. But if all you can afford is Frosted Flakes, you're gonna have to get that, especially if you're chemically wired to only be able to wait.
I mean, it's true. It does not help that the cheapest ones are also just so calorie dense and so addictively like sugary.
Wake up if you get your morning head rush of endorphin exploding sucrose. And then you factor in that this shit is actually marketed as healthy in the USA, and it's actually so over for any Americans that want to lose weight. It's a bit like how drinks like Prime are marketed as healthy sports.
Yeah, you can pretty much, I guess you could just call anything healthy. There's certain words like organic that are regulated a little bit to some extent, but other times it's just like, I guess you can pretty much just say anything is healthy.
Beverages. Yeah, it might have less sugar, but realistically it contains like millions of toxic artificial sweeteners that will corrode away your internal organs.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. It might corrode away your organs, but it might not make you fat because it doesn't have sugar or whatever. Prime. Like, this might be a good example. I don't know. To what I was saying before. You're going to die when you're 34 years old, but you might not be fat.
Bleach would. Unfortunately, America's food industry is based more around marketing and selling a product for profit than actually providing decent scran for hardworking people. And the big food companies have one big trick up their sleeve to guarantee full obedience, addiction, and maximum profit from their American customers. MSG, the mystical
MSG. That's not what I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say lobbying the government. MSG. Okay, I'm listening.
White powder that, I quote, antagonizes your pancreas into pouring out more insulin, a hormonal cascade that makes you feel hungrier. So the food many Americans...
Oh, it makes you feel hungrier? Does it really? Shoot. See, but... I mean, I'm just trying to think critically about this. MSG is really, really, really common in Asian countries. Like, you talk about, like, Japan and China. But we're fatter than Japan and China. In fact, MSG, I believe, was invented over there in China, I think. Japan. It was invented in Japan.
Americans think stops their hunger actually makes them more hungry, and they eat way, way, way more food than they needed. Man, you know something has to be real.
There are definitely foods like that, though. I feel that way about sour straws. Man, the sour straws or the sour strips, really any kind of sour gummies. It's like you cannot get full. Or even when you are full, you just want to keep eating more. Those things are evil, but they taste so damn good.
Really, really bad for Pakistan to ban it. I mean, at least in Pakistan, they use their legs, which is something that's completely unthinkable for a lot of Americans, since half of their cities and road networks are entirely built around accessing fast food chains and making sure people get as little exercise as possible. Less than 25% of Americans.
And a lot of those states, he said, were the most, fat and poor. They also just... I don't know. I feel like they don't have as much infrastructure as some of the other states, especially as far as bicycling and stuff. You know, there's just not a lot of healthy lifestyles in some states, including the one I live in.
Walk for more than 10 minutes continuously in a typical week. And I know you America-pilled guys might see public transport as pathetic, stupid, lefty nonsense, but realistically, the 12-minute walk from your house to the train and the 13-minute walk from your train to your work, for some people, could be the difference between being able to touch your toes and being morbidly ill. Also, another thing I wanted to quickly mention is how the US uses fast food addiction to economically colonize other countries. For example, the Marshall Islands, Guam, Micronesia, just loads of the Pacific Island nations. These countries once had extremely natural diets, mainly consisting of fish, which this part of the world is rich in. That was until America decided to nuke the fucking shit out of their waters. Hundreds of bombs were tested here by the US military despite major local protest. This left a lot of
I bet they're protesting.
fish dead or radioactive, which as you can imagine was pretty bad for the fishing industry, leaving many Micronesians poor, vulnerable and in need of cheap food. Hey, did someone say Mickey D's? Yeehaw, did someone say goddamn Wendy's? Hey, did someone mention some clucky-looking Kentucky Fried
There's no way, dude. Really?
goddamn chicken? Who ordered some Burger King? Hell yeah! This has led to this region becoming the most unhealthy, most insanely obese part of the world.
No way. 61% obesity? Oh my god. I had no idea about any of that. I'm actually going to have to dig deeper into that. That sounds that's fascinating. That's crazy. Damn.
The most unhealthy,
I mean, should I apologize? I guess I'm sorry. I didn't do it, but my country did it, evidently.
most insanely obese part of the world.
Literally every single top 10 country for obesity is a Pacific Island nation.
Kinda reminds me a bit of how the US treated Native Americans' rations. Yeah, we know you're 100% goddamn reliant off our rations since we eradicated 100% of your goddamn stupid, healthy, natural food source. So in return, we're gonna send you just enough sugar and lard and hard liquor and gambling chips for you to stay alive. Freedom! So, anyway, I guess the moral of this story is, maybe beans on toast isn't actually that bad.
I just enjoy the fact that I am the American reacting.
And don't forget, hit that link in
Free!
the description to get the special discount CyberGhost VPN is granting to
Damn.
viewers. Protect your data whilst you browse, get full access to blocked content on the internet.
That was a hell of a video in many different ways and aspects. I'm impressed by this dude's channel, really. Go check it out, Geopold. Because if all his videos are like that, that was a trip. And that was also interesting. Which is a rare combination these days. Wow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for suggesting that. And I'll see you tomorrow.